It is absolutely incredible how we do this to ourselves. How do we go from winning 5-0, absolutely dominating a game, to losing 3-1 with a performance like that? And just to put this into perspective, this stat is just incredible. I can't help but laugh at this, but somehow Arsenal are the only club in the top 5 European leagues to not get a single away point in their league in 2018 so far. I mean, you couldn't make this up. Arsenal are the only team in the 4 English leagues to not get a single away point in 2018 in the league. It is absolutely staggering and embarrassing that we've now gone, I think it's 6 games in the Premier League without a single point away from home. All of our away matches so far in 2018 have been losses. Okie dokie then. That's how we're going to start this video. In fairness, it's quite easy to be angry, but you've got to ask yourself, at this point in the season when we can't go down to 7th, we can't go up to 5th, is there any point in being upset and emotional and angry over something like this? Yes, of course. You want to end on a high. You want to finish the season strongly. We've got one more chance against Huddersfield, who tonight secured safety, so well done to them, getting a draw against Chelsea, which is pretty incredible. What is going on with Chelsea right now, I don't know, but that will be our last chance to get an away point in 2018 this season. So, we better win that game. I mean, if we don't, it will be hilarious. I mean, that's the word I want to use, but actually it'd be sickening if you really think about it. But again, I don't want to use this as an excuse, but it's a valid point. We did go down to 10 men after 15 minutes tonight, which really did not help. Of course, playing with 10 men against 11 is never easy, especially against a side like Leicester, of which, I'd like to remind you, did win the Premier League with most of those players just a couple of years ago, and they have the insane pace of Mahrez, Iheanacho, Vardy. They are such a great counter-attacking team, and that is just not what you want to come up against when you've got 10 men. And just to remind you, our 10 men included Holding, Mustafi. Those two at centre-back, it's great fun to watch. It is, it's like you've turned off Sky Sports and you've put on the Comedy Central channel. It's hilarious to watch. Mustafi somehow is a World Cup winning player. Okay, yeah, he may not have taken a massive part in that World Cup win, but he was in the Germany squad that won the World Cup, and he did get appearances. He is a World Cup winner. He is a £35 million signing. He's worse than Holding. Mavropanos, who got sent off today, is better than Mustafi. Let's talk about Mavropanos, because he has had a very good start to his Arsenal career. I mean, he's been thrown in at the deep end. Thankfully, obviously, the game today doesn't really mean anything, so it's not really a bad game to make such a big mistake. It's quite obvious that he's lacked experience, or is lacking experience. He makes a mistake, doesn't let Iheanacho through, pulls him down, last man. It's a red card. I mean, some people saying maybe could have been a yellow, but for me, it was a red card. I think Iheanacho, with his pace, was through. So he's been brought down, last man, it's a red card. And I've seen a couple of tweets. One of them was by a good friend of mine, Hugh Wizzy, saying that actually he quite likes it. It shows a winning mentality, an elite mentality, as he put it, where he's made a mistake, but he isn't letting him through. He will just pull him down. Now, I tend to agree with Hugh there. I think it does show that he was willing to do whatever it takes to stop Arsenal from conceding from one of his mistakes. I get that, but just don't make the mistake in the first place. And that's obviously much easier said than being done, because he's young, he's obviously lacking a lot of experience, but all he had to do was clear the ball or just pass it away. He's kind of rushed it, and he'll learn from this. And again, it doesn't really matter today, so it was a good game to make the mistake. So let me know your thoughts below on that. Do you like to see that in a youngster? Someone that, if he makes a mistake, will just do whatever he has to do to stop them from scoring. For me, let him go. Worst case, he scores. We're 1-0 down, but we've got 11 men on the pitch. You bring him down, you're risking getting a red card. So it's the wrong decision, 100%. But I agree with what other people are saying. That it's kind of nice to see that. We lack a bit of I don't know, risk takers. We don't really have that in the squad, and maybe Mavropanos, as he grows up, as he learns more about the game and what to do in those types of situations, he'll make a better decision. Aubameyang scored again, by the way. I predicted that he would have another good game tonight. Don't think he was particularly good, but he was better than most of our players tonight, and he got on the score sheet. Really fantastic movement. He's just a clever player, and he will score bags of goals. He really will. He's already, looking to be top scorer for us this season, which says a lot. He could potentially get a couple on the next match day against Huddersfield, but I think Lacazette will just finish ahead of him. But just goes to show how good he really is. I love Aubameyang. I absolutely love the guy, and I cannot wait to see how we utilise him with a new manager, because I think Wenger can get the best out of him and has been doing very well with him. But let's see what someone else can do with the likes of Aubameyang, Lacazette, Ozil, if he's still here. But also, I want to give credit to Leicester because they were very good on the night. Yes, they had the extra man, but Vardy was brilliant, although he was offside about 206 times. I thought Mahrez had a very good game. His goal at the end there was superb. The way he shifts, does that little fake shot, the turn inside in the box. Mustafi's just like, where's the ball? He's a magician with the ball at his feet. Mahrez, I'm talking about, not Mustafi. And the elegance he's got and the way he just slots it past Cech, who had a very solid game, by the way. Cech really did keep us in it in the first half. If we got any points from this game, even if we somehow managed to win, I'd be still bowing down and saying Petr Cech deserves man of the match. He was incredible in that first half, but was beaten 3 times ultimately. Not necessarily down to his own fault, I guess I should say. Maitland-Niles at right back. I think he can do a job there, but I much prefer to see him down the middle, like central midfield, maybe a slightly more attacking role. It just feels like we're wasting him a little bit when he plays wing back, but he can do a job. He did okay today. I was worried he picked up an injury in the first half, but he carried on. What else did I want to mention as well? There was something really important I wanted to talk about, and I've completely forgot what it was. I'm sure it will come back to me. Kolasinac was okay today. I just feel like he's a little bit clumsy. I feel like he's a big guy, and his balance, it's not great. I feel like sometimes he's clumsy and runs into people. He bumps into them, and he does give away a lot of free kicks, but he's a force to be reckoned with when he goes forward, which is definitely a good thing. Oh, that's what I was going to mention. Iwobi. Now, I feel quite bad because I have criticised him a lot, fairly, I would say, a lot this season. In the last video, I was overly cruel, I think. I misjudged the video, I guess. When I watched it back, I thought, no, it's okay. I've said my piece, but it wasn't fair on him. So I feel like I want to apologise to anyone who thought that I was too harsh on him, because I was not in a good mood after that game, even though we won 5-0. I was just in a bad mood generally that day. But it won't be tonight. Has anyone seen that clip? I won't be able to show you in the video because, of course, it's copyrighted. But just type into Twitter Iwobi miss and just prepare to, run for tissues because you'll be crying so much with laughter and with disappointment as well. Because Iwobi, whilst he had a relatively good game, the 5-0 where he got involved in 3 goals, scored a goal himself. I still wasn't totally convinced. He had an okay game, but today he was back to his old self. The shot I'm talking about literally goes out of the stadium. I'm pretty sure the ball went. I'm actually serious. He's gone for a shot just outside the box, and somehow the ball, if the goal's here, the ball has gone like this. It's just flown straight up. Credit to his right foot. He got power behind it. Blimey, he got power, that's right. But Jesus, now I know every now and again a player will make a mistake and miss a shot, but you don't see that every day. That has to be up there with one of the worst long shots I've ever seen. And I've seen some howlers, some that go out for a throw. But hey, at least, maybe they just mishit it slightly and it's bent kind of along with the corner flag line, the back line, and then gone out for a throw. It's not like it's gone backwards. This shot has literally gone up a mile, vertically. It was, pretty funny actually. And I know obviously the ball's probably bounced up on him or whatever, but it's just so Iwobi, and it just felt fitting that after I've dismantled him in a game where he actually did okay, I felt like tonight was a chance again to have another good game and carry on with that momentum. But yeah, it wasn't to be tonight. He wasn't awful, but that shot did make me laugh. It was funny, and I hope you guys will go ahead and have a look at it and search up on the interwebs tonight and watch it yourself. I think that's going to be it for today, though, guys. This is the second to last episode. I actually got that wrong. I said that in the last episode, I think. But we've still got Huddersfield, of course. But the Premier League is over, so that video literally is going to be pointless. It's just to complete the series, I guess. Reviewing every single Premier League game, every single Arsenal game. I think I've only missed 1 or 2 games this entire season, so there's no way I'm missing that one. And then, of course, we've got the Champions League final and the FA Cup final to look forward to. And then it's the World Cup. We're going to have Operation England for a couple of weeks. So I'm really excited for that. Really, really poor result today. We've got one more chance, like I said, with an away game at Huddersfield to get that elusive point or 3 points that we just failed to get this entire calendar year so far in the Premier League. We better get it because I'll be absolutely done with this season. As if I'm not already. It's just been a travesty, hasn't it, this season? Just end it already. Thank you for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe and click the bell, and I will see you next time.